No matter what anyone says, insulin shots are not the cure for diabetes. They are the problem. Since the early 20th century, the rate of diabetes has increased 27,000%, from 0.01% to 27% of Americans. This increase is primarily type 2 diabetes. Diabetes claims over 72,000 Americans each year. Scientists are trying to teach us that this disease is nearly 100% reversible in type 2 diabetes. And now, they have even had breakthroughs with type 1. Remember this health preamble. If what you eat will cause you to get fat, it will cause cancer. If it will cause cancer, it will cause diabetes. If it will cause diabetes, it will cause cardiovascular disease. To understand how to get rid of diabetes, you must understand what causes it. The cause is sugar, which also disguises itself as carbohydrates. Grain, refined sugar, fruits, the body converts it all into sugar. This is also the same sugar that causes and feeds cancer, the same sugar that causes obesity, the same sugar that causes heart disease, high blood pressure, strokes. If you are diabetic and haven't been diagnosed with one of these diseases as well, it's just a matter of time. Or you can do something about it. How is diabetes created? First, we eat something with carbohydrates in it. Oatmeal, cereal, bread, jelly, donuts, something high in fiber. The body converts the carbohydrates into sugar. Our energy spikes. The pancreas floods the body with insulin to get the sugar out so it won't kill us. 20 minutes later, we crash. Incidentally, insulin is the storage factor. It packs sugar away as fat. We get hungry again. We eat more carbohydrates. Another spike in sugar, blood pressure, and pulse rate. The pancreas creates more insulin. Another crash. Up and down all day long, and the weight keeps packing on. Eventually, the pancreas can't keep up. We are diabetic. Your doctor prescribes insulin. We become insulin resistant and require even more insulin. The excess blood glucose is oxidized, changing its molecular structure, causing advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. The AGEs scar artery walls. This scarring causes plaque to build up, leading to high blood pressure, Alzheimer's disease, stroke, heart attack. The glycation destroys the tissue in kidneys and retinas. It destroys insulin-producing beta cells in the pancreas. We develop peripheral neuropathy, or nerve damage, which causes pain, burning, tingling, and numbness. The doctor prescribes more insulin for the insulin resistance, which is caused by overexposure to insulin in the first place. After insulin resistance comes insulin deficiency. After that, approximately 80% of diabetics die of heart attacks. Each day, the amount of sugar from carbohydrates and simple sugars that we eat is 8 times what would normally kill us if we didn't have insulin to neutralize the sugar. Unfortunately, the insulin that is saving us is also making us fat. As a side note, 1 teaspoon of sugar is normally in the blood. Plus a half a teaspoon equals death. Minus a half a teaspoon equals death. We eat an average of 65 teaspoons of sugar per day. If our bodies weren't converting sugar into fat, we would already be dead. What do you do next? The first thing you need to do to stop fat from being stored is to stop your body from constantly producing excess insulin. The only way to do this is to reduce your carbohydrate and sugar consumption. Add a few simple essentials, and studies have shown that you can help prevent and even reverse diabetes. Here are a few that should help greatly. Garcinia cambogia. This decreases the appetite and blocks the action of the enzyme bitrate lyase that is found in insulin, which turns carbohydrates and sugar into fat. Chromium polynicotinate, which is 20 times better than chromium picolinate. It eases carbohydrate and sugar cravings, improves glucose tolerance, which is essential to metabolize sugar, increases the number of active insulin receptors, increases insulin sensitivity, helps control blood sugar in type 1 and type 2 diabetes, and is needed by the liver to regulate cholesterol. Vitamin D3. Studies show it helps with the reversal of type 1 diabetes. Ascorbate. Clinical studies prove that 1 gram of ascorbate per day reduces the need for 2.5 units of insulin. Alpha-lipoic acid. This immediately increases a cell's ability to turn sugar into energy by nearly 50% and decreases the need to make insulin. It also reduces symptoms of peripheral neuropathy and protects against glycation. The leptin in the ALA aids in the regulation of insulin. As a side note, cinnamon plays a role as an insulin substitute in type 2 diabetes, triples insulin efficiency, and helps the body's ability to use glucose and insulin 20-fold. We hope you have enjoyed the information we have discovered and provided for you, and we also hope you have learned from it. If you would like access to our diabetes-free kit, as well as other helpful videos, please visit www.askinsiderdoctors.com.